everyone. Welcome to the Justus Parrotta 1988 podcast, Season 1, Episode 9. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, please be sure to subscribe to my Substack. The link for my Substack is in the comments. The link for the article that I am discussing by Vladimir Valjarević is also in the comments. This particular episode is analyzing Valjarević's article using objective number 3, which is make a library of their own work for the performer-composer. This involves making a routine, making a collection, and making a list. These characteristics, when I went through the article, I marked them in blue. To start off, the first thing that I noticed right away were the different levels of etudes discussed. So there's warm-ups with people like Hannon, which are mostly stuff in octaves, then instructional material such as Czerny, Clementi, and Kramer. And then there's a whole nother genre of etudes after Czerny, Clementi, and Kramer, called concert etudes, which are big pieces one plays in a concert to warm up at the instrument. They're by composers such as Chopin, Liszt, Rachmaninoff, and even Debussy. What was really neat for me as a composer and a performer was seeing the different gradations between the level of warm-up compositions all the way from the absolute basic with Hannon, medium with Czerny, and then all the way at the top with Chopin. So it starts out at the basic level, then a medium level, and then a variation that can be used as repertoire or concert level. One thing I have to say is this does not always apply to piano too. It applies to organ as well. For example, there was a French composer, Jean de Messier. She wrote a set of 6 etudes for organ. I actually got a copy of the collection for my 16th birthday, and I have not learned them yet. They are very challenging. If you look at the score, it is some of the absolute most difficult pedal work that I have ever seen. And I can tell you right away, I have played Fête by Langlais. I have played the Jig Fugue by Bach. I wrote a satirical piece for organ called the Tarantula Symphony, which threw the Italian tarantella in the feet. And by the way, if you haven't figured out yet, I am 1/4 Italian, Calabrian Italian. De Messier, the etudes in there, I mean, I got the score out before making this video. I went and looked at it and I'm like, they are scary, complex, scary complex. The next thing that I noticed was technique and warm-up exercises discussed by Liszt and Couperin, and they wrote a series of them, and that is kind of making a collection of exercises and then doing like a list of series of exercises. You could say that also with Hannon as well, because he'd make a routine of a particular exercise for a particular topic, put them in a collection, and then make another collection, and then that becomes a library. I also saw that a little bit with Czerny somewhat, too. You also could say that even about someone like Burgmüller as well. Definitely Burgmüller. Thank you so much, and see you next time for my final thoughts on this particular article by Vladimir Valjarević. Thank you and good night.